is an invisible currency, and life is a bank where it is spent. Every sunrise comes with a fresh deposit of 24 hours, and every sunset quietly closes the account for that day. Whatever was invested becomes part of your future. Whatever was wasted disappears forever. You cannot save unused hours for tomorrow, and you can never borrow time for next week. Once a day ends, the currency of that day is permanently spent. Every human being misuse time at some point in life. No one escapes these mistakes. Some chase the wrong goals, some trust the wrong people, some delay their purpose for too long. But mistakes do not have to define the future. When lessons are learned, even wasted years can become valuable teachers, because mistakes becomes wisdom when the lesson is accepted. Self-focus is one of the most powerful skills a person can develop. In a world filled with distractions like this, the ability to concentrate on meaningful works becomes extremely valuable to you. When someone learns to focus deeply, a single hour can accomplish what distracted minds cannot achieve in an entire day. So there is no point of fixing yourself, spending hours regretting over what has already passed, because the time cannot be rewrite back. Just as wise people protect their money from waste, wise individuals also protect their hours. They do not let the mistakes of the past days to keep consuming their hours of their present time. They avoid unnecessary dramas. They reduce meaningless activities. They reduce meaningless conversations. They guard their attentions carefully. They understand that once time leaves, it cannot be recovered. So guard your hours the way others guard their money, because time is an invisible currency. Growth may require patience. Seed planted today do not become trees tomorrow. And skills practiced sometimes do not become mysteries overnight. Sometimes in life, time is the environment where growth slowly unfolds. So those who remain consistent eventually see the result of their patience. So whatever that has gone is the past. See every of your hours as a currency, just the way you cannot give out your money to something that is not valued. So see that your hours every day, each of your hours is a valuable currency. So it should be spent wisely, not spending them on regret, not spending them on sitting down to waste it on heartbreaks that cannot be recovered. Remember that time is a currency. Every sunrise offers a quiet second chance. No matter what mistakes you may have made yesterday, today arrives a fresh deposit of hours. So life continues to offer us the opportunity to choose differently. So tonight, ask yourself one simple question: where is my time truly going? Because the answers to that question reveal the direction of your future. Many people lose their precious hours of their lives trying to win arguments that will never truly improve their future. They debate opinions, defend pride, and try to improve themselves right in situations that add no value to their growth. In the moment, it feels important. It feels necessary to respond to. It feels necessary to explain, to fight for recognition. But when the noise fades and the day ends, nothing meaningful has been built. The argument disappears, yet the hours spent on it are gone forever. Wisdom teaches us that not every disagreement deserves our attention. There are moments in life when people slowly realize that they have given too much time to those who never truly value it. They invested their energy in friendship that lacks loyalty, and relationship that lacks appreciations, or even environment that never support their growth. Time spent with the wrong people can slowly drain motivation and confidence, but awareness brings freedom. Once a person recognizes where their time is being misused, they gain the power to redirect it towards people, the right people, and places that bring peace and growth to them. Because your time deserves to be shared with those who respect it. Because time is a currency. So to you that is listening tonight, perhaps times were spent chasing the wrong goals, trusting the wrong people. Regret can feel heavy when these realizations arrives. But regret does not have to become a prison. Instead, it can become a teacher. The past cannot be changed, but lessons it provides can transform the future. Regret becomes wisdom when it changes your next decisions. Life does not end because time was misused in the past. As long as a new morning arrives, life continues to offer you with different opportunity. A person can begin again with new mindset, new habit, and deeper understanding of what truly matters. Peace become more valuable than proving point to people that does not matter to you. So right now, in this quiet moment, as you listen, time is still moving. The future is quietly being shaped by decisions you make with your next hours and days. You cannot return to yesterday, but you still hold the power of today. And sometimes that single realization is enough to change the decisions of your life. Because your future begins with how you use your moment. The greatest purchase that time can make is experience. Experience cannot be bought directly with money. It is earned through moments lived, lessons learned, and mistakes made, and even challenges overcome. A young person may have energy and ambitions, but it's time that transforms effort into wisdom. Every year that you live adds layers of understanding, and every challenge is faced at depth to the judgment and your wisdom. Experience is simply the result of time interacting with life. The more intentionally you spend your time, the richer your experience becomes. Because experience is the interest earned on time invested in life. There are lessons that no classroom can fully teach us, but life itself becomes a teacher, and time becomes a classroom. Over the time, people learn the value of patience, the danger of pride, and the strength of humility. Situations that once seems confusing begin to make sense. Mistakes that once felt painful begin to reveal their hidden lessons. This is why older generations often speak with a certain calm wisdom. Because time has walked them through seasons that younger minds have not yet experienced. Time is a teacher that experience right on. I understand the fact that time also plays a powerful role in healing emotional wounds. A lot of people spend their time on healings. Most important when people experience loss. Most important when people experience loss, failure, or heartbreaks. The pains can feel overwhelming. In those moments, it may seem as if the way will never lift. has a quiet ability to soften even the deepest one. With patience and reflection, the minds begin to rebuild strength, memories transform from pains into lessons, and time does not erase the past. This is the most important thing. Time does not erase the past because it cannot be recovered, but it gives the heart the space it needs to grow around it. That is important of time. Some people have gone into depression through their decisions, through what they believe in. And depression often grows when people feel trapped between the past and the future. Some become imprisoned by the past mistakes, while others become overwhelmed by fear of what lies ahead. In both cases, the present moment is neglected, but the truth is that life can only be lived one moment at a time. When someone begins to value the present hour again, one conversation, one task, one small step forward, the mind gently reconnects with hope. Because progress does not always arrive in dramatic changes. Sometimes healing begins with simply choosing to use the next hour wisely. Every opportunity in life is attached to a moment in time. Opportunities do not wait forever, they appear. Sometimes they stay for a season and eventually move on. Sometimes many people miss valuable chances because they hesitate too long or assume the opportunity will always remain available all time. But life rewards those who recognize the value of the moment, because every time spent can never be recovered. When preparation meets opportunity at the right time, extraordinary things can happen, because opportunities travel through time and they do not stay forever. In this life, one of the most painful realizations a person can experience is looking back and seeing how much time was wasted. It is not the passing of time that creates regret, it is the misuse of it. People remember the opportunities they ignored, the dreams they postponed, and the habits that slowly consumed their potentials. But even this realization carries a painful lesson, and awareness can still change the future if you understand that wasting your time thinking about and reflecting and getting into depression cannot bring what has already gone. So the past may be spent, but the present hour is still available. Regret is a receipt for time poorly spent. So getting up and stop continue to waste the time is the most important, because every hour wasted can never be recovered. As time moves forward, people begin to discover who they truly is. That is how life is. Sometimes people discover how to live and what matters to them. What kind of life do they want to live or build? What legacy do they want to leave behind? Time provides the space for these questions to mature into clarity, because time reveals the person you are becoming. So why spending the moment in depression? Why spending your moment in thinking over something that has already gone? Why spending your time, your precious hours, your present hour that the moment you have to cherish and value it since the other one has gone? Why spending it over unnecessary things? Why spending it over unnecessary argument? Why spending it over unnecessary things that do not supposed to take your energy? Your future is being written in the present hour. Because at the end of life, people rarely regret the money they did not earn, but they regret the most moment they did not fully live, the conversations they postponed, the opportunities they let go, the dreams they ignored, and the time they allowed to slip away unnoticed. So why are you sitting? Why Why are you letting the problems of yesterday to waste the current time of your day? Why are you letting the people that allows your energy to be wasted to still come into the future mind of what you have been to there? You have wasted the one of yesterday. They did not see. You have done your best and they could not see. The time was gone. So why are you still putting yourself out there to waste the other one? Why are you still reflecting on that past memories in order for you to keep destroying the present time that you're supposed to use to rebuild your fractures? Tonight, remember this simple truth that I'm telling you. Every day you wake up, life hands you a new wallet filled with 24 hours. You can spend those hours on growth, exchange them for regret. It is your choice. The choice is always yours. Remember what I'm telling you tonight. Every day you wake up, life hands you a new wallet filled with 24 hours. So it's left for you to spend them on growth, or you exchange them on regret of yesterday. The choice is always yours, because time is the currency of life. So spend it wisely. Every hour of your life is a transaction. You are constantly exchanging time for something. Sometimes you may be exchanging it for money, sometimes for knowledge, sometimes for skills, and sometimes for entertainment, sometimes for relationship. But the important truth is this: time is always being traded for something, whether good or bad. The great question tonight is not whether you are spending time. The question is, what are you buying with the time? What are you investing with the time? What are you buying with it? Remember, time is a currency. In every day of your life, what are you buying with it? Because every hour you live is a purchase, so choose what you are buying. The people who eventually build extraordinary lives are not necessarily the ones who start with the most resources. Oftentimes, they are simply the ones who respect time the most. They plan their days carefully. They protect their attention. They reduce unnecessary distractions. They understand that discipline is not punishment. It is protection for their most valuable currency. Time. Discipline protects your most valuable currency. Time. Many people postpone their dreams because they believe there will always be another tomorrow. But life has a way of revealing how fragile time really is. Opportunities close, seasons changes, people grow older, and the dreams that once felt distant suddenly feel urgent. The truth is simple but powerful. One day, the supply of your time will run out. Take your time honestly. Think about the hours you spent today. Ask yourself a simple question, but powerful. Did I spend my time in a way that builds the future I want? Because every day your account of time is being spent, whether you realize it or not. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can return sometimes. Even mistakes can sometimes be corrected. But time, once spent, is permanently gone. And there are so many lessons that wisdom teaches early. And there are some lessons that only regret teaches later. So tonight, I want you to know this carefully. Not as someone hearing another motivational message, but as someone receiving a warning from a person who has already walked through the difficult road of life. There was a time in my life when I believed time would always be available. I believed there would always be another day to start again. Another opportunity to correct my direction. Another moment to become serious about the life I wanted to build. But life has a way of teaching people a painful truth. Time moves whether you are ready or not. So if there is a lesson I wish more people understood earlier in life, it is this: time. Your future is quietly being built by the way you spend your time every day. The habit you repeat daily, the focus you protect, and the discipline you practice will eventually shape the life you experience. So tonight, it's not about regret, because regret belongs to the past and the past cannot be changed. Tonight is about awareness. Awareness allows you to change direction while time is still in your hands. It allows you to protect the hours that remain for you to build your fractures and invest them more wisely. So remember this message carefully. Do not make the same mistake many people have already made. Do not treat time as if it will always be waiting for you tomorrow. It is not enough for you to sit and be regretting of the past. Value your time now. Protect it from unnecessary distractions. Invest it in growth, knowledge and discipline, and purpose. Because time is not just something that passes. Time is your life. And time quietly moving forward even when you are not ready. And every hour you protect today becomes a stronger future for tomorrow. Respect your time and you begin to respect your life. If today is your first time to come across this channel, you are welcome to Brooks Insight.